When Barbara called me earlier in the year to ask me, hey, I'm thinking of creating a category for the metaverse because there's so much talk about it. What do you think? My first reaction was no. I don't think you should do it. Then she said, oh, why don't you think about it? And then, she's going to ask a few more people. I asked a whole bunch of people if they thought the industry was ready to have an awards show that celebrates work in the metaverse. And it was much leaning towards yes, why not? Of course there were people who were saying we're not ready. There won't be enough work, and that was my first reaction, right? Then just from talking to people and understanding a bit more, I was convinced that we should do it for a few reasons. One, I think if you think about what the role of an awards show is, traditionally it's to celebrate what has been done, right? And of course, there is some work already in the metaverse spaces and Web 3.0, but I think one other very important aspect of an awards show is what it could inspire in the future. So it didn't matter if this would be the smallest category in the show, which it may be. Most importantly is let's celebrate the work that we have up till now, and then let's hopefully use that as an inspiration for people across industries, agencies, clients, design companies, gaming companies, to really inspire them that there is real potential when you apply creativity in this very, very exciting new space. And I must say that I am pleasantly surprised, and the jury is actually very happy that even though we have a small body of work, it is a very good indication that there is real potential of what creativity in the metaverse or in the Web 3.0 spaces is going to be. To be completely honest, I came here a little worried. I told myself like, oh God, what if the world was crap? But I think all of us, not just myself, the jury, feel really good that, like I said, even though a small set of winners, but a very, very good set of winners that hopefully will inspire the industry or industries to that there is real potential for creativity in the metaverse. So my mind changed over the last few days, and I'm very happy that happened. Understanding of what the metaverse is, or at least creativity in the metaverse is, I think we have arrived at a WIP definition, and it will constantly be a WIP definition. And if you look at the definition on the website for the London Awards, I think that's probably a good definition of what it is right now. But it will be work in progress, like I said. That's why this is a very interesting space, because it needs to constantly evolve, and I think it's going to accelerate in terms of creative potential very, very quickly. And hopefully the London Awards is one of the reasons, because when people see the work, they get a better understanding, they get inspired, they get jealous, that they didn't do some of the work that they see in the final result. So hopefully, we see even more great work next year. Another real opportunity with the metaverse and Web3 is it is so new. It is a bit like what I call the Wild West. There is gold, but we're all searching for it right now. And I was on a panel with some of the jury members for the Creative Liaisons program, which I'm a huge fan of, and I was telling the young creatives in the audience that there is equal opportunity and no delineation between them as people who are in the creative industry in the first few years of their career with people on the panel, my fellow jurors who all are accomplished creative leaders, strategists, in their space. There is really no advantage at all anyone has, whether it's seniority or you've only been in the industry for a few years, and I think that's wonderful. The reason I said that is, one, I think seniority is overrated. With the metaverse and Web 3.0 being so new, we all are absorbing the information and getting the same inspiration at the same time. That's why I told them that it is a completely democratized opportunity, where the most junior person could totally kick the ass of the most seasoned senior creative, and you know what? It doesn't matter. I look forward to that being the case. Since the pandemic, I think the fear at the beginning of the pandemic was that creativity would suffer, you know, the world would become very safe. But I don't think it has. The beauty about creativity is pressure makes diamonds, right? As under the most difficult circumstances, how do you overcome that with new thinking? If you just use the analogy of a phone, it's only this small, but look at the wonders that we have done in that small space. So I don't want to downplay the what the pandemic has done in negative ways to many people's lives and cultures, but I think creativity hasn't suffered as much as I had feared that it would. And I think specifically to this space of the metaverse and Web 3.0, it gave even more reason, for us to really go into how can we help our clients, how can we help businesses be where people are as virtual spaces become even more of a norm and more important. I'm really excited to see how we can take these new platforms and solve real problems, health, both from a physical to mental health standpoint, loneliness, just very few examples, but the potential is unlimited. What would I change next year about this category? There are a few changes, obviously, because this is year one, and it's a constant work in progress, right? Award shows, learning from the experience of the jury, looking at the work. We will make some changes in the categories, some definitions, obviously, and as we go into next year, things are going to evolve. Do we remove some things? Do we add some categories? That's to be seen. So that's going to be very exciting. The category is literally being shaped as we move along, in the next 12 months. My advice to people out there on what to do next year is, I don't know. That's the honest truth, because like I said, the space of the metaverse and Web 3.0 is the Wild West. I think we're all searching, we're all learning. The jury came in, with open minds. It became a masterclass for us, discussing, listening to the different points of view, and it's going to be a constant learning progress. But we're all searching for gold, and I really don't know. I'm not going to try to be intelligent and predict the future, because I think nobody has the right to say they are experts in the metaverse and Web 3.0. I mean, we saw a great, even though small, a number of work, great representation across industries, across markets, very close to my heart, Asia. We saw some fantastic work out of Japan, Singapore. I'm super inspired that the region, like I said, my home, is showing the way, as we always should be.